obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Frank, when you think Fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
Across Iowa, you don't have to look far to find a bank that's got your back. From just around the corner to the next town over, hundreds of neighborhood banks are going the distance to ensure your future looks brighter than ever. By providing jobs, supporting local businesses, strengthening communities, and helping your dreams become reality. Here, the life you build is backed by Iowa banks. See how banks are making a difference near you at iowabankers.com.
Living your best life means something different to everyone, especially when it comes to healthcare. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care. We are here for you with one team of experts, providing access to the primary care and highly rated specialty care you need, easily and conveniently. So go ahead, live your best life. We're with you every step of the way. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievement.
You're watching the 2023 Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. We've reached the tail end of Day 2 here at State, and we've got an exciting Class 2A quarterfinal matchup coming your way as the Sibley-Ocheyedan Generals go head-to-head with the Iowa City Regina Catholic Regals. And hello, basketball fans. Delighted to have you with us here on this Tuesday night from Iowa's capital city from here inside Wells Fargo Arena, alongside former Miss Iowa basketball and Drake Bulldog Tammy Blackstone. I'm Hunter Phillips, and Tammy, no matter what class, the 4 versus 5 matchups are always oh so intriguing. You have a Regina squad that's no stranger to being here at State, but on the other side, a squad that hasn't been here in 27 years, and boy, have their fans shown out.
Yeah, that can be really motivating as well. Being here last time in the mid-90s, they have filled up this arena. They're excited for this game. They're excited to be here. They have the slight upper seed here today, but I think we're going to see a close matchup here between the Generals and the Regals.
Yeah, the 4 versus 5 matchup never disappoints. What a perfect way to end Day 2. So let's go ahead and take a look at the road to State for both of these teams. There you see on the left-hand side of your screen, Regina Catholic made it to the quarterfinals last year, was ousted by Panorama, but 21-4, defeated Mediapolis in an absolute thriller in overtime to be able to make it here to State for the second consecutive year. And keep your eye out on Morgan Miller, one of the hot shooters in the state, averaging 17.3 points per game. But then on the other side for Sibley-Ocheyedan, the Generals back here for the first time since the late 90s, defeated Sioux Central to make it back here to State. An excellent 21-3 record. They can absolutely light up the scoreboard, 3rd in 2A in scoring, and they have that 1-2 punch of Brower and Ackerman. And also keep an eye on Bria Wasman, one of the top point guards in all of Class 2A. Setting up to be a good one here at Wells Fargo Arena to finish out Day 2 here at State. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll dive deeper into tonight's game with the Seeds to Success here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small. We host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us, Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion. Because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
Getting closer and closer to tip-off here on this Tuesday night. Class 2A quarterfinal action on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Sibley-Ocheyedan Regina Catholic getting set to tip off here to close out day 2. Hunter Phillips and Tammy Blackstone, delighted to have you with us here tonight. Now we'll go ahead and dive deeper into tonight's game with the Seeds to Success, brought to you by Kruger Seeds.
All right, for Sibley-Ocheyedan, it's going to be important for them to use their size advantage. They have Brower at 6 feet tall, Marissa Ackerman at 5'11". That may not sound tall for all these Iowa teams down here at the state tournament, but they are going against a much shorter Regina Catholic team. Their tallest starter is only 5'8". Sibley-Ocheyedan's also going to look to control the pace of this game and play the game that they've played all season long that got them to this point. For Regina Catholic, if they can take advantage of their three-point shooting, they average nearly 7 three-point shots makes a game, much less on the Sibley-Ocheyedan side. And if they can box out and not allow second shots from Sibley-Ocheyedan, that'll help them a lot here in this game.
Tonight's Seeds for Success were brought to you by Kruger Seeds. The next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first-name service. Learn more at KrugerSeed.com. We're getting ready for tip-off here in Des Moines. We'll take another quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have the team introductions for you, and then the ball will be sent in the air here in Iowa's capital city on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
We conclude our second day here at the Well with a 4 versus 5 matchup in Class 2A. Regina Catholic going toe-to-toe with Sibley-Ocheyedan. 320 miles separate these two schools, but tonight they meet on the same floor here at Wells Fargo Arena. The winner of this game will go on to face the top seed, Dyke New Hartford, in the semifinal round. It'll be fun to watch here tonight. Now we'll turn things over to our public address announcer,
Welcome
Joe
to
Hammond, to meet both
2023
teams.
Girls State Basketball quarterfinal matchup featuring the Regina Catholic Regals and the Sibley-Ocheyedan Generals. Fans, tradition is an important part of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's storied history. Because our past is an integral part of what we do today, we ask that everyone in attendance please join in a round of applause to show our appreciation to all the women who have participated in high school athletics in Iowa. Because once an Iowa girl, always an Iowa girl. Fans, at this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship shown by Regina Catholic High School and Sibley-Ocheyedan High School. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Madison Melchert, Assistant Director with the IGHSAU, will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Regina Catholic High School, Jeff Rudolph. And from Sibley-Ocheyedan High School, Chrissy Ackerman. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the game. Fans, it's now time to introduce the players in tonight's quarterfinal matchup. First, the non-starters for the Regina Catholic Regals. Number 1, Danny Laughlin. Number 14, Caitlin Martin. Number 21, Lucy Nolte. Number 22, Ella Cuny. Number 23, Maggie Supel. Number 24, Maddie Squires. Number 32, Madeline Grieve. Number 40, Anna Trenkamp. And number 44, Jillian Panther. The assistant coaches for Iowa City Regina are Jordan Christofferson and Andrew Meister. And now let's meet the non-starters for the Sibley-Ocheyedan Generals. Number 2, Sophia Hisek. Number 3, Elena Wingate. Number 11, Grace Seiler. Number 12, Jaden Jensen. Number 15, Shaylin Kruger. Number 23, Alyssa Jacobsma. Number 24, Keaton Elzer. Number 25, Hadley Creighton. Number 30, Reagan Rushi. And number 32, Becca Wolber. The assistant coaches for Sibley-Ocheyedan are Ashton Ryder and Terry Ackerman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for tonight's starting lineups? For Regina Catholic, a 5'7" junior, number 2, Allie Clark. And for Sibley-Ocheyedan, a 5'5" senior, number 5, Bria Wassman. For Regina Catholic, a 5'5" senior, number 5, Grace Gardy. And for Sibley-Ocheyedan, a 5'6" junior, number 10, Zoe Ackerman. For Regina Catholic, a 5'7" sophomore, number 12, Ella McLaughlin. And for Sibley-Ocheyedan, a 5'11" senior, number 20, Marissa Ackerman. For Regina Catholic, a 5'6" sophomore, number 15, Morgan Miller. And for Sibley-Ocheyedan, a 5'6" junior, number 21, Olivia Hench. For Regina Catholic, a 5'8" junior, number 20, Morgan Squires. And for Sibley-Ocheyedan, a 6' senior, number 32, Madison Brower. The head coach for Regina Catholic is Mary Rogers, and the head coach for Sibley-Ocheyedan is Zach Wessels. The floor officials this evening are Andrew Kane, Brandon Smith, and Adam Walderbach. Welcome Regina Catholic and Sibley-Ocheyedan to the 2023 Iowa Girls State Tournament.
And before we begin tonight's game, we'd like to once again thank the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across Iowa, and we'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support of the two teams playing in our game tonight. Thank you to the Iowa Farm Bureau for supporting the IGHSAU and the Iowa Girl. Well, the morning got started with Class 3A. We end the night, day 2, with Class 2A 4 versus 5 matchup. The squad in Regina Catholic that has been to state a number of times. Sibley-Ocheyedan, first time here at state since 1997. Buckle up, Tammy, and everyone back home watching. This one's going to be fun. Ball's up in the air, and we're underway here at Wells Fargo Arena. It is the Generals in their home white uniforms with black numerals and lettering and trim. They try to work it in the mid-post, and the Regals come up with it in their navy blue uniforms. White numerals and lettering there with the Regals portion, and with their numerals, should say gold, there for the 5-seed Regina Catholic. Ella McLaughlin driving to the lane and backs it out to Allie Clark in the far corner. And the scoop shot raises the front of the iron, and here come the Generals the other direction. Nice give down low, layup, rims in and out, and it will go back to the Regals. Both teams trading early possessions.
We're off to a very quick start here. Fast breaks.
Hench with a nice give to Ackerman, and the layup for Sibley-Ocheyedan gets them on the board first.
This gives us an idea of what the pace is going to be of this game. These teams are wanting to run, look for quick shots.
On Sibley-Ocheyedan, they know how to score, 65.2 points per game. That's third in Class 2A, and they share the ball very well at 17.5 assists per contest. That's also third in 2A. Here's a three by Miller, left a little short. One of the top three-point shooters in all of 2A, left that one just shy, but there it goes. Sibley-Ocheyedan racing ahead in transition. They're up 4-0.
That's a great pass, great look up the court. That is not an easy pass to make, and right on the money there.
Hench got the finish. The junior for Sibley-Ocheyedan. And a nice takeaway. Madison Brower, going to call her name quite often here tonight. Layup doesn't quite get there. Battle for the loose ball, scooped up by the Regals, trying to get on the board for the first time here tonight. Morgan Miller for three. Off the mark. Brower, who averages 11 rebounds per game, the school's career leader in rebounds, comes up with that one. Miller with a nice takeaway, stripping that one, but it will remain with Sibley-Ocheyedan.
That was Bria Wassman taking that one to the basket. You'll see her more often pass than take it herself. She is one of the leaders in assists in 2A. She averages 6 a game.
We saw Sibley-Ocheyedan going to their bench for some substitutions. Substitutions in tonight's game are brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Kick ball will remain with Regina Catholic. There you take a look at first-year head coach Zach Wessels, 21-3, and has just reignited this program with so much energy, so loose. A team that loves to celebrate its accomplishments, plays with a lot of swagger. Why they're coming into this state tournament with a bunch of confidence. Short corner jumper left short. Generals have been quick to run here to start, and will stay with Sibley-Ocheyedan.
And you mentioned that excitement, Hunter. The fans here from Sibley-Ocheyedan, that is not a short drive to come down here, and they are here. They're excited. They're ready to support their team tonight.
From Sibley-Ocheyedan High School to Wells Fargo Arena, it's a 224-mile commute, but you wouldn't think that would deter the fans of the Generals coming out in droves here tonight. Had to wait quite a while to get this one started, an 8:30 tip. But always great to see the programs that it's been a little bit of a hiatus since they were here, and they take advantage of it. And taking advantage of a nice out-of-bounds play are the Generals. Brower gets the finish, and Sibley-Ocheyedan off to a 6-0 run to start this contest.
Great look there, Ackerman to Brower. You like to see that post play, helping each other out.
Miller's pass gets tapped out of bounds. But for Regina Catholic, they're a team that doesn't let things like this really deter them. In fact, in that overtime win against Mediapolis in their Region 3 final, trailed at halftime and trailed by as many as 13 points and still were able to come away with the victory. So even when facing a bit of a deficit, they're confident. They know what it takes to get back here with 3 on the shot clock. Out of bounds there by Grace Gardy. Boy, what an energetic start, Tammy, here for Sibley-Ocheyedan.
It certainly is, and the Regals are going to get in this game. They've made some good shots for themselves. They just they haven't fallen quite yet, but the Regals have a lot of weapons. Allie Clark really stepped up, scored 30 points in one of the regional games versus Durant. Morgan Miller had 26 in another one. They have a lot of opportunities to get in this game here.
A team that's got a lot of weapons offensively. Corner 3, too strong. There from Olivia Hench. Here goes Grace Gardy, talented senior. Kicks it out to Clark, who had the big game against Mediapolis. Calling for it is Gardy. Her 3 hits the side of the backboard. Miller with the heads-up play picks up the loose ball. Gardy with the balancing act, and here's Miller. Already her 3rd attempt from long range. That doesn't connect, but Regina gets the offensive rebound, and Gardy will redirect traffic.
It's nice here they gave themselves some extra opportunities. Maybe they can settle down. Sometimes really all it takes is that one make. Just get on the board, and that confidence really turns around.
Last off of Regina, coming up empty, 0 for 7 to start this contest from the field.
Regina's going to put on some full court pressure here, see if they can get it back.
Here is Bria Wasman. She's overcome a little adversity in her career already. Torn ACL has come back so strongly this year. Will be playing basketball collegiately at Dakota State. And after a mad scramble, Wasman trying to force it into the low post, and it was hit away there by Ella McLaughlin.
Good heads-up defense there by the sophomore McLaughlin.
One of 4 sophomores on this Regina squad. Just too easy there off the inbounds. Brower with the finish. And a timeout is going to be called by Mary Rogers. Now let's take another look there, Tammy, at that play. Just kind of a lapse there on defense there by Regina.
certainly can't leave Madison Brower open. She averages 18 points a game. She's also so quick. This is a state champion in the 800 meters. She also runs the 400 meters. She's going to continue her career running track at South Dakota next year, and so she's really has some quickness as part of her arsenal.
Off and running indeed. And while we have a break in the action, fans, Central College has you covered with career-building programs, and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships, it's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. So an 8-0 start here for Sibley-Ocheyedan. You can see the fun that the bench is having here to start. Point a press look are the Generals, but the Regals get it across. Grace Gardy, senior. Good look for Clark. That rims off. Miller battles for the O board. Miller from downtown. In and out.
Those are good shots for Miller and Clark. That's exactly what they're going to be looking for.
8-0 start here for the Generals. Almost got into double digits there. Miller will clear it ahead to Clark. Floats it up and in. And that puts Regina on the board. Allie Clark at 14.8 points per game, second on the team in scoring. From just inside the elbow, shot doesn't go for Ackerman. A lot of contact there on the low post. And here is Wasman. Fourth in the state in assists. Looking to get another one there as Brower leaves that one front iron, and now the Regals trying to eat into the deficit. Jillian Panther. Tie up there at the elbow. It will stay with Regina Catholic, who will bring back in Morgan Squires, as well as Ella McLaughlin.
Regina Catholic, really their strength is on the outside. They're good at taking a couple of dribbles and that jump shot.
Regina Catholic making its 9th trip here to the state tournament. Here's a three that's in and out from the far side. Squeezing down the board there is Ackerman. Brower showing off the speed and the touch.
Wasman is really great at finding Madison Brower when she is open there. Just perfect. Just you couldn't draw up that play any better.
Madison Brower up to 6 points. Minute to go here in the first quarter. Nice play along the baseline, receiving that backdoor cutting pass. Ella McLaughlin. We've seen Sibley-Ocheyedan just quick, either off of misses or makes. That time a little too quick as it rolls off the shoe of Zoe Ackerman. Regina Catholic will be back with the possession. As you see, Olivia Hench will be checking back in, and another look at that bucket there by the Regals. So again, the 9th trip here to state for the Regals, who will throw it out of bounds. Still looking for their first championship. But as for Zach Wessel's Generals, they have 2 state titles to their name. Last one coming in 1996, and then won a 6-player title in 1986. So in the trips in which they have made it, they usually make the most of it. Now both teams, Tammy, have really put the pressure on defensively.
They have. We've already seen that full court defense. Neither team wanting to let up. We're seeing Brower really tough there in the backcourt.
McLaughlin will back it out to Morgan Miller. Clark staying along the baseline and tiptoeing. There was McLaughlin. It will stay with the Regals. You saw a picture moments ago of head coach Mary Rogers in her 4th season. Played for walk-on in the state tournament and back in 2009 and 2010. So know what it takes to get to state, not only as a player, but also as a coach as well. Regina can hold for the final shot here in the quarter. Morgan Miller gives it up to Laughlin. Ball tapped around. Last second heave is in.
It was a great last shot there. Was that Morgan Miller that hit that?
It sure was. Just when the play was broken up, Morgan Miller, who missed her first set of attempts from long range, hits a big one to close out the first quarter. It's a 3-point lead for Sibley-Ocheyedan as we go into the second quarter here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career-building programs, and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships, it's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. Hunter Phillips and Tammy Blackstone with you on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Sibley-Ocheyedan has been powered by number 33, Madison Brower, here to start. She has 8 points.
So strong under the basket. She does have that height advantage at 6 feet tall, but she's also she makes really strong, solid moves under the basket.
Well, on the height advantage, that's what you touched on when we hit the top of our broadcast. Regina Catholic got a made three by Morgan Miller as time expired. They were 0 for their first 7 from beyond the arc. The Regals were a team that has consistently been one of the top 3-point shooting teams in the state. Look to answer with another three. The shot clock expired, but a nice play there with not only the board, but the high putback using the window, Grace Gardy.
It's a really good second chance opportunity there for Grace Gardy. She is the only senior starting for the Regals, so she is a leader there on their team.
Sibley-Ocheyedan going to Marissa Ackerman, and points in the paint. Clearly that's going to be the emphasis here for Sibley-Ocheyedan. So far, it's worked out very well, up 14-9. They come away with their 4th turnover. How about the speed? They're down the floor by Brower. That just makes me tired watching her going up and down the floor, and it has to wear down. Regina here to start.
Olivia Hench there had that steal leading to that, but you're right. It'll make us tired, but I don't think that Madison Brower, again, 800-meter state champion, she doesn't seem to be breathing too hard.
At a 94 feet on the floor, that's nothing. High arching three, nothing but net for Zoe Ackerman.
Zoe Ackerman is a junior. She averages 9 points a game. That was just a well-placed three-pointer there.
Just her 10th made three of the season. Now she comes away with a steal for good measure. Fast-paced start here to the second quarter for Sibley-Ocheyedan. They work to the well to Madison Brower.
Once again, Brower underneath. She's taken some contact with that, but you don't see her complaining. You don't see her asking for the foul. She just puts it in and doesn't worry about it.
9-0 run by Sibley-Ocheyedan, and they turn it over once again on Regina. Brower with the rebound and putback. They have had the answer even when shots haven't fallen. They have 2 players coming from behind to crash the glass and get those second chance looks.
It is tough to find an answer when a player is that much taller. Again, she's about 4 inches taller than the tallest girl that Regina plays on a regular basis. And so you got to wonder if they may bring in someone from the bench that doesn't get as much playing time to get someone taller on her on defense.
So at the line will be Danny Laughlin. There was the latest try there from Ackerman, but you saw at least two generals right there to back them up. Madison Brower with 10 points, or check that, 12 points for Sibley-Ocheyedan. There's another look at Mary Rogers, 68-25 career record at Regina Catholic. Laughlin splits the pair. Sibley-Ocheyedan. Good look near side. Doesn't fall in, and now here's Gardy trying to work the Regals back into this one. A nice bounce pass. Just falling off the iron there on that finish attempt by Danny Laughlin. But Tammy, just a concerted effort we have seen from Sibley-Ocheyedan, just running out. They want to dictate the pace of this game, and clearly they have to start this contest.
They not only run the floor, but they're also really looking to push the ball inside where they know they have those higher percentage shots. Smart basketball.
Boy, and just as the Regals got the takeaway, picking it off down the floor was Madison Brower.
It feels like she's everywhere.
It does. And the free throw line, nice give. And off the glass and in for Ackerman. Madison Brower using her height to be able to see there in the low post and set her teammate made up very nicely. Ball on the floor. Another possession that didn't get off to a good start there for Regina. Moved the ball nicely. Good look for three. That one doesn't go. Now they'll work it down low. Nice turnaround move and finish there for Ella McLaughlin.
Ella McLaughlin has been a real spark here for the Regals. She is, again, just a sophomore. She only averages 6 points a game, but she is already has 4 today.
Mid-range shot doesn't go for Brower, a 58.7% shooter from the field. Very good mark.
The Regals need to get some of their leaders here involved. Allie Clark has the ability to have a big game here. Grace Gardy, Morgan Miller. We need a little bit of spark here for the Regals.
They've been outscored 13-5 here in the second quarter. Closing out a little too quickly there was Olivia Hench, just knowing that you give Morgan Miller any kind of space, she's going to let it fly.
Yep.
There was the last basket there for Ella McLaughlin, one of two sophomores to be in the starting five for Regina Catholic. Approaching 3 to go here in the first half. Sibley-Ocheyedan has set the tone here early in this Class 2A quarterfinal. Zoe Ackerman putting the ball on the deck. And they have just been able to get anything they want there when driving, and especially off the dribble.
Zoe Ackerman having a really nice first half here for the Generals.
She now has 9 points. Madison Brower leading the way with 12. Another three that doesn't go for the Regals. They're 1 for 11 from beyond the arc to start. And that has been really the area where when they're making threes, they're one of the best teams here in Class 2A, but when they're not, having the result right here, but still battling tough, causing the tie-up, and they'll try to, again, really try to build one positive possession after another here, down by 13.
They are typically a solid three-point shooting team. They average over 7 a game, so they've taken a fair share today, and I'm sure that they're hoping some of those start to fall.
Yeah, they're 7.3 threes made per game, is second in Class 2A, and our fourth in field goal percentage. But it's been the relentless defense by the Generals that has given the Regals fits. Going through is Laughlin. A tough collision on the floor and a charge called.
It's a strong attempt, strong move there by Danny Laughlin for the basket. I think there's some frustration. You're trying to make something happen, seeing a little bit of a deficit.
Regina Catholic was held to just 7 points in the first quarter. Have only scored 5 here in the second. But they will get another possession out of a timeout called by Regina Catholic. Here with just under 2 to play here in the first half. We'll take a quick break as well on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
(25-12), Sibley-Ocheyedan leading Regina Catholic here in this Class 2A quarterfinal to wrap up day number 2 here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. The winner of this game will go on to face Dyke New Hartford, who put on an absolute clinic to start off their run here at the state tournament against their rival Appleton Parkersburg. 68-34 was the final score in that one. About 9-0 run here earlier in the second quarter has helped the Generals have a sizable lead, up 13, but see what the Regals do out of the timeout, and not what Coach Rogers wanted right there.
Madison Brower just has such long arms, and they have her guarding on the perimeter. She can do that. She can play out, she can play inside, and she has just been a real disruptive force.
Just been that Swiss Army knife kind of player that can just do a little bit of everything. That's been her game all season. Here is Marissa Ackerman, 5'11" senior. Splashes down the first free throw. An excellent free throw shooter at 82%. And as a team, Sibley-Ocheyedan is first, and probably by a wide margin at 74.8% in free throw percentage. So this is a team that if you take them to the free throw line, chances are they're going to take advantage of it like there.
That is an excellent percentage for a high school team. That speaks to a lot of hours in the gym.
That goes back to Zach Wessels and all the drills that he has had his team do in intervals, trying to perfect their craft and really coming together as a team. Another swipe by the Generals. Off and away they go. Foul on the floor, and that will be another trip to the line for Sibley-Ocheyedan, who has put on the gas here in the second quarter.
Bria Wassman is at the line. She is a senior, averages 11 points a game. She is heading on to Dakota State next year to play basketball there and continue her career.
Going back to head coach Zach Wessels, he said just been such a treat to be able to have a senior leader at the point guard spot in Wassman. And you got to love that as a new coach coming in, new surroundings, and trying to get acclimated, adjusted to everything, and you have a point guard that kind of settles things down a little bit to be that floor general. That is exactly what she has been. As again, things just continue to be tough sledding offensively here for Regina Catholic.
You can really see that connection between Wassman and Brower, playing together for so many years. It seems pretty automatic between them at this point. You see passing both ways. That last time, it was Brower to Wassman on the assist.
Team has really come together. You go back to the senior class, they have played together since the third grade. So this is a moment that they have been dreaming of for quite some time, and they have certainly been the ones to lead the charge here in this first half with now 45 seconds to go here in the opening 16 minutes. Catch and shoot. Just hits the front of the iron.
That is how you build a program, and that's so special, especially in these smaller towns when, like you said, these kids grew up together, and they may have a new coach, but they've been playing together a long time, and they know each other's games in and out, and that makes this trip to state even more special.
So that foul on Sibley-Ocheyedan was their fourth here of the half. 5 on Regina. Trying to break out of a lengthy scoreless drought here. Have only scored 5 points here in the second quarter. They made the last basket to end the first quarter, hoping to do the same before going into the locker room. Miller's been held in check for the majority of the night, looking to create, but slamming the door shut on that one is Brower.
It was a good decision there by Coach Wessels to have Madison Brower guarding Morgan Miller. You know, they saw Miller as the threat that she is. She is a high-scoring sophomore at 17 points a game, and I think they knew she was going to have some trouble with those long arms and Madison Brower on defense.
Final seconds here. Gardy looking up at the clock. Hoists up a shot that will not go. The 4 seed, Sibley-Ocheyedan, off to a fantastic start here in this Class 2A quarterfinal. They will take a 16-point lead into halftime, 28-12 over Iowa City Regina Catholic. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have the halftime show for you here from Wells Fargo Arena on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Slade's the place for you!
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievement.
We have reached halftime on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Sibley-Ocheyedan up on Regina Catholic here after one half of play, 28-12. Hunter Phillips and Tammy Blackstone rounding out our coverage here on day 2. And tell you what, the Generals haven't been here at state in 27 years, but you wouldn't think it. They came out energized, ready to go. They started the game on a 10-0 run, outscored Regina there in the second quarter, 18-5, and held them scoreless for about the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. They have really been firing on all cylinders here. Madison Brower has been an absolute force in this game. Zoe Ackerman also coming in with as a real spark for the team. And Bria Wassman, we've talked about her a little bit. She's really acted as a solid senior leader out there on the court.
So now we'd like to take a moment to once again thank our title sponsor, the Iowa Farm Bureau, for their support of the state basketball tournament. Earlier this week, Aaron Kirtley of the IGHSAU had the opportunity to speak with Iowa Farm Bureau President Brent Johnson to learn more about Iowa Farm Bureau's support of the IGHSAU and student athletes across the state.
for joining us for the 2023 Girls State Basketball Tournament. I'm Erin Kirtley with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We hope you're enjoying all the competitive play that you're seeing here today. We're so thankful for those who support us and help us put on such great events, none of which are more important than our longtime partner, Iowa Farm Bureau, our proud title sponsor. Here with me today is Brent Johnson, president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. Thanks for joining us, Brent.
Thanks.
So we want to tell the viewers about the Iowa Farm Bureau and the support that you provide the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Why does the Iowa Farm Bureau invest in support in the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and all of our tournament games?
The Iowa Farm Bureau has been the title sponsor for the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union for 18 years. We're thrilled to once again be a part of the state girls basketball tournament. But to us, it's so much more than just a basketball tournament. The athletes competing here today are among the nation's best and brightest student athletes who have a great work ethic and understand what it means to work as a team. We share the same values. Through hard work, our farmers are among the nation's best, not only in corn, hog, egg, and ethanol production, but also lead the nation in conservation. That's a lot to celebrate. And our partnership with the Girls Union gives us the opportunity to honor both.
So your support for youth and education goes beyond the IGHSAU. What other support does Iowa Farm Bureau provide Iowa's youth?
Farm Bureau celebrates Iowa's youth in many different ways. Number one, Iowa Farm Bureau, we give our students across the state nearly $500,000 in scholarships every single year. And through our teacher supplement program, we've given teachers over $450,000 in supplies and money so that they can properly have their classrooms put together for their students. In conjunction with the Girls Union and the Boys Athletic Association, we're proud to sponsor the concussion insurance. You know, there's only 7 states that even offer that. And for the 4th year running, we provide that for those student athletes at no cost to their families so that they continue to compete at a high level. And most recently, we're really excited to announce that we've given the FFA Foundation $1 million so that they can support their local chapters and ag education across this entire state so that they know what the future of agriculture means to everyday Iowans.
The student athletes participating this year are taking home some pretty neat souvenirs from this tournament. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, one of our favorite programs is actually the Signature Ball program. And it's a great opportunity that every student competing here today gets to have one of those signature balls so that they can have their teammates, their coaches, and mentors sign this ball so that they can carry this memory forward for them long into the future.
Well, thanks again to our proud title sponsor, Farm Bureau, and for Brent for being with us today.
Yep.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion. Because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
All right, Frank, the store is yours. See you Monday.
What do you think he does in there? Think it's risky? I forgot my phone. And now you know what happens on Sundays.
It's a 16-point lead at halftime for Sibley-Ocheyedan over Regina Catholic at halftime here of these Class 2A quarterfinal on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Once again, Hunter Phillips and Tammy Blackstone here with you at half, and we'll go ahead and take a look at our first half stats and really some of the big ones that pop out here on the stat sheet. You look at points in the paint. Sibley-Ocheyedan 22-8, and then points off of turnovers. They have the edge there, 14-3.
Absolutely. It has been, we know that Sibley-Ocheyedan has that height advantage. They've really been able to use that to their advantage as well. We can also see Sibley-Ocheyedan is just making a lot more of their shots. You can see they're 54.5% versus 22% for Regina. Regina, there's no doubt they've made some adjustments here at halftime. I'm certain that Coach Mary Rogers is looking at that. She's going to settle her team down. She's going to let them know you're a great team. You're a state tournament team. You've made shots all year, and you're going to make shots again here in the second half. And so we hope they come out confident with a little bit of spark.
Yeah, half of Regina's shots came from beyond the arc, where they went just 1 for 11, and it was Morgan Miller that made one to close out the first quarter. We'll see how the second half plays out. Again, the winner of this one will go on to face Dyke New Hartford in the semifinals. When we come back, we'll have the third quarter for you here from Des Moines on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Swiggy's the place for you!
Living your best life means something different to everyone, especially when it comes to healthcare. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care. We are here for you with one team of experts, providing access to the primary care and highly rated specialty care you need, easily and conveniently. So go ahead, live your best life. We're with you every step of the way. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
Almost ready for our second half to get back underway here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. It is 28-12. Sibley-Ocheyedan over Regina Catholic. Fans, official state tournament merchandise is now available online, so now it's time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code on your screen now or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. So, Tammy, both teams going into the locker room, receiving instructions from their coaches. What do you think the messages were on both sides?
I think for Regina Catholic, I think you gotta look at what's been going on with Madison Brower defending your leading scorer, Morgan Miller. I think it's time to get your other players involved. It's time to tell Allie Clark, Grace Gardy, Ella McLaughlin, Morgan Squires, this is your night. This is your night. This is your time to shine. Not saying that Morgan Miller can't be involved in this game, but there's a really effective defender on her. For Sibley-Ocheyedan, I think just keep it up, keep the pressure on, keep those arms up, continue to force turnovers, and maintain this lead.
Off and away we go here in the third quarter. See who will move on to the Class 2A semifinals. Here's a three right out of the chute there for Morgan Miller. That's off the mark. But there's the second chance effort that goes in for two for Regina.
Nice shot there by Ella McLaughlin.
Laughlin with 6 points to lead all scorers for the Regals. Here's a fadeaway three that's off target by Zoe Ackerman, who had 9 points there in the opening half.
It's a nice score and stop for the Regals. That's exactly how they want to come out and start the second half.
Morgan Miller, just a sophomore. Here's a right corner three that doesn't reach the iron. Scooping it away are the Generals. And then picking up where she left off, Madison Brower finishing with the contact.
Absolutely. Great look from Olivia Hench into Brower. Again, I mentioned it before, but she takes a lot of contact on these shots. They don't often call that foul. She is quite a bit taller than her defenders, but that time just able to put it in. Opportunity here for a three-point play.
And she does just that. 15 points for the senior, who will be running track and field at the University of South Dakota up in Vermillion. Oh, and swiping away yet another steal. It's 9th of the night. Sibley-Ocheyedan waited a little bit there and then saw that she had the advantage. Marissa Ackerman puts that one in for two.
One-handed pass there from Bria Wasman. She has 6 assists a game. It is not hard to see why, with just some great targets underneath the basket.
Lid on the basket there for Morgan Squires. Way on the other end of the floor was Zoe Ackerman, and a reach-in foul will be whistled against Regina Catholic. There was another look at that beautiful dish there by Wasman. Second team foul on Regina Catholic. Madison Brower just been that go-to on those out-of-bounds plays there along the baseline.
Regina Catholic still looking for an answer for Madison Brower.
They play just about 2 minutes here into this second half. A 7-2 start here to start the second half. For Sibley-Ocheyedan. Miller, the leading scorer for the Regals. It's been held in check. 3 points, 1 of 8 from the field. Here's a deep three that is off by Gardy. And running ahead and finishing is Olivia Hench.
They have wanted to run all night, has really been to their advantage. Once again there, Bria Wasman getting a hand on that, breaking up a play.
Well, and as we talked about in the first half, who was going to dictate the pace? Who was going to be at their style? And clearly it has been Sibley-Ocheyedan that has had the upper hand in that category. Morgan Miller averaging 17 points per game. Gave it up to the corner. Now she's back with it. Try to follow in the footsteps of another talented shooting guard that is finishing out her college career at Illinois State. That's Mary Crompton, 3rd all-time in Missouri Valley Conference history in three-pointers made. And there's a three that doesn't reach iron. 4 on the shot clock here. Gardy still controlling the dribble, has to heave one up and still is able to knock that one down.
The Regals really needed that one there by Grace Gardy, the senior.
And the lone 2 threes that Regina Catholic has, it's come deep in the shot clock. Here's a good look. Right side. That doesn't fall. Ackerman. They used the putback a little short. Regals down by 20, trying to get back into this one. 1 possession at a time with 4.5 to play in the third quarter.
The shots we've seen from Morgan Miller, seems like she's really adjusting them. I'm guessing she is perhaps not used to those long arms out there guarding her on the perimeter.
Being relentless is Browser there, no matter if it's in the low post or outside, and that left a good opening there for Allie Clark, someone that Regina really wants to get going here.
Allie Clark has the ability to have a strong game again. She had 30 points against Durant. She had 17 against Wilton, 16 against Mediapolis on that road to state. Has been held a little bit down tonight, but tonight would be a good this would be a great time to show some of that scoring ability.
Both teams going to their bench. Once again, substitutions in tonight's game are brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Wasman, nice find down low. How did she find Browser? Brower with just an incredible knack of knowing where to be along the baseline and then gets that one up and in left side.
Yeah. Again, that is a sign of kids playing together for a long time, trusting that you can throw it up nice and high and that she's going to find it. Great teamwork.
Good-looking stroke there from Miller, but just cannot find the bottom of the net from downtown here tonight. Good work from Wasman, but an offensive foul. Taking the contact there in the mid-post was Allie Clark.
Nice defense there by Clark.
Saw that last finish there from Brower. 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. So her herself has the same point total as Regina Catholic.
Yes.
Miller with a jab step. Nice find to Clark. Going through and draws the contact.
Nice move there by Allie Clark. Strong move to the basket, getting herself to the line, drawing a foul in the process.
Clark, a junior for Regina Catholic, averaging just under 15 points per game and a 68% free throw shooter. Cannot connect on the first. That was just the third attempt from the free throw line here tonight for Regina Catholic. Second one takes flight from Clark, and that one rattles in. 19-point ball game here with less than 3 to play in our third quarter. Off the handoff, it's Jensen. Down low, Brower, not the first time. Second time, not the charm, but she's still able to work it enough to give her squad an extra possession.
Brower there grabbing her own rebound. If you notice, there were 3, sometimes 4 Regals around her there, so also an opportunity to find some other teammates open as well.
Brower gets the inbounds. And a nice Euro step and banking that one in for Ackerman.
Very nice footwork there by Ackerman.
Zoe and Marissa Ackerman combining for 17 points here tonight. After another takeaway, here are the Generals, 3 on the way. Too strong. And how about the hustle from Jensen? Bauer. And now here's a 3. Once again in a good spot. Ackerman fouled. Count it.
The Regals, they're not able to keep the Generals off the boards, allowing 2, then 3, then 4 opportunities. At this point in the game, the Regals really need to keep them off the boards and control those boards and get themselves some more possessions on the other end of the court.
Half of Sibley-Ocheyedan's rebounds tonight, Tammy, have come on the offensive glass. That just has to be so tough for a defense. Even if you take it down deep to a shot clock, they somehow find a way to get that critical offensive rebound just like that.
Yep, absolutely.
Madison Brower has just been on point here in Sibley-Ocheyedan's return to state. 21 points. Too strong on that shot attempt. Eyes ahead is Wasman. Wasman taking it in and draws the foul.
Sibley-Ocheyedan simply not slowing down. You know, with this sort of point advantage at this point in the game, they could kind of take their time, pass it around a little bit. We do not see them giving up an inch. They continue to push it to the basket every possession.
At the line and hitting the first free throw is Rhea Wasman. A little dab there on the bench there for the Generals. They've had a lot to celebrate for here up to this point.
Wasman only 2 points today with that free throw there. She averages 11, but she has been absolutely crucial out there. Just such a leader, dishing the ball, controlling everything on the court for her team.
She has 6 rebounds and 6 assists. And when you have players like Madison Brower and the Ackermans to give it up to, simple there. Trying to work around there on the Euro step, but drawing yet another offensive foul here in this second half is Allie Clark, hoping that the little plays like that can help get them back into this one. Down by 27, 1:15 to play here in the third.
Regina Catholic needing to find some good, open, high percentage shots to take here in order to get back in this game.
Right before giving that one up to the corner, reach and foul on Sibley-Ocheyedan. That is their 4th team foul here of the half. Regina Catholic has 5 here thus far. Back in for Sibley-Ocheyedan is Zoe Ackerman. Operating out of the inbounds. Clark floats it up and in.
It's a nice move there by Allie Clark. That is the kind of move she has made all season long and made her very effective on offense for the Regals.
7 points to lead the Regals here tonight. Got some work to do, and those are the kind of plays that help, eliminating that post feed for Brower.
That was good defense there by the Regals. Since they're figuring it out, they're collapsing in, preventing Brower from getting the ball. They know once she gets it in there, it's going to be really tough to defend. So that preventing that pass in the first place is a good strategy.
A tough deep 3 there, maybe kind of forced by Danny Laughlin, who has made 22 threes entering the state tournament, which is 4th most on the team. Working it out of the press are the Generals, knowing they are just 1 quarter away from going to the semifinals. Ackerman between the defense and still gets that one up and in.
Nice strong drive there by Zoe Ackerman to finish the quarter.
Strong third quarter of work for the 4 seed Sibley-Ocheyedan, 1 quarter away from making it to the semifinals, but does Iowa City Regina Catholic have a comeback in them? We'll find out coming up next on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Across Iowa, you don't have to look far to find a bank that's got your back. From just around the corner to the next town over, hundreds of neighborhood banks are going the distance to ensure your future looks brighter than ever. By providing jobs, supporting local businesses, strengthening communities, and helping your dreams become reality. Here, the life you build is backed by Iowa banks. See how banks are making a difference near you at iowabankers.com.
Fans, the Iowa Bankers Association is the proud sponsor of the Parade of Champions and the Iowa Student Achievement Award. 3 quarters down, 1 to go here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Sibley-Ocheyedan, the 4 seed, has been pretty dominant here thus far against the 5-seed Regina Catholic in this Class 2A quarterfinal. Hunter Phillips and Tammy Blackstone here with you. Here as we have reached the final game here of day 2, and there in that third quarter, Tammy, Sibley-Ocheyedan outscoring Regina Catholic 21-10.
Regina Catholic has really had a hard time getting into the game that they are accustomed to playing. Again, there we can see a solid drive there by Allie Clark, but they're not getting those high percentage shots, and I credit the Generals' defense for that.
Madison Brower has been the star tonight, 21 points, 7 rebounds. He's done pretty much a little bit of everything tonight. Pair of steals, a couple of blocks. But Zoe Ackerman, we were talking about this between the break here, 15 points on 7 of 10 shooting from the field, including the last layup there to close out the third quarter in which she had to split 2 defenders.
Just incredible performance here by Zoe Ackerman. The junior averages 9 points a game, certainly far exceeded that tonight, making her presence known out there.
And I know when it comes to the stat line of field goal percentage, that's one that you certainly like to keep an eye on.
I do. I like to take those high percentage shots, Hunter.
Well, you're only Drake University's all-time leader in career field goal percentage. And also in blocks, I should add.
Some of those records are up for grabs, and that's exactly how it should be. Records are made to be broken.
Travel on Sibley-Ocheyedan. 12th turnover of the night. There you see Jaden Jensen, the senior, coming back out there on the floor for the Generals. And Tammy, what does it say about a first-year head coach and Zach Wessels being able to come in, a big basketball background of his own, played collegiately, and just how he is able to get this team to really buy in and to be together. Clearly a great senior class to be able to start off with, but it also says a lot about who's in charge and the whole coaching staff.
It certainly does. Like you said, we got some seniors on this team. They've played together for a long time. They're motivated, they're talented, but also having a strong leader at the helm. You can tell he's energetic, he's excited. Yes, he inherited some really strong seniors, but I have a feeling that this team he's coaching is going to be good for many years to come.
Well, you look at last year's team, went 18-6 and 16-6 the year prior, but you go back to the 2018 through 19 season, this is a program that finished 1-21, so a team that has been on the rise, but Coach Wessels has just taken this up a whole nother level.
That is a tremendous turnaround there.
Brower's first free throw left a little short. First miss from the line tonight, but is 10 of 16 from the floor.
You mentioned Sibley-Ocheyedan's athletic director before, but I bet Amy Hartwig-Elf is excited to see this Sibley-Ocheyedan team doing so well again. She was on the state tournament teams back in the mid-90s. Now the athletic director for Sibley-Ocheyedan.
Well, she was a part of that state championship team back in 1996. And so to see that a program that she loves so dearly being back here at state has to be so meaningful to her and the entire community that's come out in big support of their Generals. Deep three by Miller. Doesn't quite get there, but Clark chases down the offensive rebound. That one just goes out. On the other side for Regina, just clearly not their night offensively. 2 of 19 from beyond the arc, 26.5% from the field. They've had pretty good looks here tonight, but you also have to give credit to Sibley-Ocheyedan for really disrupting the Regals, for them not to be able to get any kind of a rhythm.
I think that's exactly right, Hunter. There has not been a rhythm for the Regals tonight. They have a lot of weapons, and on nights when, for instance, Morgan Miller hasn't stepped up, Allie Clark has, Ellie McLaughlin has had good games. Tonight, sometimes that happens, that none of your shots are falling. Also, really tough defense that they're going up against. A lot of long arms are in their faces, and making them adjust those shots.
Brower continues to add to her impressive tally on the night. 52-25. Sibley-Ocheyedan approaching the 6-minute mark. Gardy splashes that one down.
Nice shot there by the senior, the only senior starter for the Regina Regals. They are a young team. They will be strong also for years to come, just like Sibley-Ocheyedan will be.
Zoe Ackerman, I feel like a very quiet 17 points here tonight. Clearly Brower has gotten the headlines, but Zoe Ackerman has just been brilliant when the ball has been put in her hands as that one goes up and in for Ella McLaughlin, the sophomore.
Ella McLaughlin has been a bright spot there for Regina Catholic today. She's just a sophomore. She has a nice future ahead of her.
So does this Regina program. Seems like no matter what program, they always have stellar athletes.
They do. They were here at state last year as well. They lost in the first round last year to Panorama by 8 points in that game. This return trip really speaks to the strength of the program, the resiliency of the players, and the strength of Coach Mary Rogers.
Well, and like we noted, too, they had to overcome a very big deficit to topple Mediapolis. Morgan Miller, keep an eye on her throughout her high school career. She is someone who can certainly light it up. But so can number 33 on the other side.
Absolutely. I believe that is now 26 points for Madison Brower. Just an incredible game here by the senior. Heading off to run track. You know, he mentioned it off screen, but even though she's going to be on the track team at South Dakota, the basketball coaches might want to take note that she's on campus, just that she's there.
Coach Kayla Carius in her first season, of course. South Dakota has a Iowa prep in Grace Larkins, terrific player for Southeast Polk, all-time leading career scorer. Just amazing to see players at the prep level you see here at state go on to flourish no matter where they wind up, no matter if it's basketball or track and field, volleyball, softball, you name it. See a lot of prime-time athletes on full display here at the state tournament. Brower still continuing to just make the heads-up plays. Just a little too wide off the target there. But the Generals bring it back in. Madison Brower with a double-double tonight. In fact, she averages a double-double, so really no surprise. Just a rare miss down there. And how about Grace Gardy coming from behind to swipe it? Three doesn't get there for Laughlin, but it stays with the Regals.
The Regals are not giving up here. They're looking for those shots. They simply aren't falling, but they're not letting up. But when you have Madison Brower on the other end of the court, Zoe Ackerman also chipping in, it's tough to make headway.
Nobody can catch up to Brower. 28 points, which I believe is the most points scored, no matter the class, here in the tournament thus far, as Miller is starting to catch a little fire here late, and a timeout called by Regina. And we will step aside as well. 3.5 remaining in this one. Sibley-Ocheyedan has been in control from the jump, up 58-37 against Iowa City Regina on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
See the pep band and the student section having a lot to cheer for tonight for Sibley-Ocheyedan. 27 years since this fan base has been able to cheer on their girls basketball program, and boy, they have made the most out of their first game back at State in quite a while, up 58-37. Of course, this rounding out our coverage tonight on the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy, but back at it tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. The 2-seed Central Lyon takes on the 7-seed Panorama, who ousted Regina Catholic in the quarterfinals last year. And then the undefeated 3-seed Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont goes up against Pocahontas. And by the way, tomorrow for the 10 o'clock game, a player by the name of Ellie Ruffridge will be on board with us, who broke a few records in her day. Speaking of that, the all-time scorer, among other accolades, for one of the best here in the state. So we're going to be delighted to have Ellie Ruffridge be on our coverage here from one Miss Former Iowa basketball to another.
She was so much fun to watch for Pocahontas, and then at Missouri State as well. Just a tremendous scorer, and glad to have her back here in the state of Iowa, and glad that she'll be able to comment and be back here on a court that she's quite familiar with.
Yeah, did pretty well on this floor during her high school career, and going back to her prep days at Missouri State, just a winner not only in high school but also at the collegiate level. As the curtain call is there for Madison Brower. Finishes out the night with 28 points, 10 rebounds. Just magnificent stuff from the senior.
We have not had a ton of close games here today at Wells Fargo Arena, but that is a fun way to finish out the night, watching Madison Brower have that kind of tremendous game here. Just been a joy to watch.
See some of the reserves out there now for Sibley-Ocheyedan. Nestled way in the northern part of the state, just a few miles away from the Iowa-Minnesota border. Well worth the drive down south to Iowa's capital city for this squad. Ackerman finds Wasman. The three rattles out. Clark still going out there and sacrificing her body to come away with the loose ball. A nice ball movement up ahead. Morgan Miller's had a really strong fourth quarter.
Miller, again, just a sophomore, has had a tremendous season for the Regals, and she will be back next year and the year after, and we can continue to expect big things for her. It wasn't the night for her and the Regina Catholic Regals, but a bright future for that whole team.
Miller with 11 points, her and Grace Gardy each in double figures for Regina Catholic. So it is a 30-second timeout on the floor called by Sibley-Ocheyedan. That's going to be a very intriguing matchup with Dyke New Hartford, who, of course, has a lot of great athletes. The Petersons, known for their power in volleyball, but are also excellent on the basketball court. It's going to be one of the best front court battles to watch when you have Brower on the one side for Sibley-Ocheyedan, and then Peterson on the other for Dyke New Hartford.
Neither team had a close game in their first round here in the quarterfinals, but I believe the semifinals, as you mentioned, will be different, and that should be a really solid matchup.
Again, we're just getting started here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Fun matchups to come. Like we mentioned, we finish out 2A tomorrow morning, then we jump into 1A. Audie Crooks in line to possibly be named Miss Iowa basketball. A lot of folks will be down here at the well to watch the future Iowa State Cyclone, see if they can repeat as champs. Bishop Garrigan. And then we move on to the semis, where things really start to get interesting. Approaching 1 minute to play. Here's Miller dialing up a three that's left a little short. Gardy trying to connect on another here in the fourth. That doesn't go.
As you mentioned, Hunter, it'll be Wednesday here down at in Des Moines by the time we even see any 1A action. And those 1A schools in Iowa, it's so special because they bring sometimes the biggest crowds of all. The smallest schools bring the biggest, loudest crowds, and it's just a really fun thing to watch.
I tell you what, they have a tough time competing with who we see across the court from our broadcast location. Sibley-Ocheyedan has brought the energy and some.
Absolutely. I think Sibley-Ocheyedan feels they have earned this after perhaps a 30-year hiatus from the state tournament. You mentioned these players playing together since the third grade. Credit to them, credit to their coaches, their youth coaches, their parents for getting them to those open gyms, all those practices, all those summer camps. That's what it takes to build a program.
Hard work certainly paying off, but they know that they are not done yet. And for Regina Catholic, you know that they're not going to be done yet either. A team that is so well coached with Mary Rogers, have a lot of talent, coming back and hoping to build off of their second consecutive state appearance going into next year. Just 28 seconds remain here as, again, the reserves still coming out on the floor. Morgan Miller coming off for Regina Catholic. A lot of emotion there for the Regals. No, that wasn't the result that they were looking for, but Sibley-Ocheyedan, high aspirations coming in, but we're able to set the tone early on the defensive end and just never look back in this one, in this 4 versus 5 matchup. Generals will dribble this one out. And it was worth the wait for Sibley-Ocheyedan. They move on to the semifinals, defeating Regina Catholic 60-39 to close out day 2 here at the state tournament. Regina Catholic finishes their campaign with a record of 21-5, while Sibley-Ocheyedan jumps to 22-3 and will face Dyke New Hartford in the semifinal round on March 3rd here at 10 o'clock. So Sibley-Ocheyedan isn't going anywhere. Setting up for a fun semifinal. Final thoughts, Tammy, before we turn it over to our public address announcer.
Sibley just met and exceeded all expectations today. Credit to the Regals. They will graduate Grace Gardy, but they will return 4 of those starters, and their future looks bright.
Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Gary Ross and Gene Berger. Congratulations to head coach Mary Rogers and the Regals from Regina Catholic on an outstanding basketball season. And now, Jaden Jensen will advance her team to the next round on the official bracket at center court. Sibley-Ocheyedan fans, your team advances to the semifinals and will play Dyke New Hartford on Friday, March 3rd at 10 a.m.
So the Generals celebrating there as they make their way to the semifinals. So, Tammy, always great to work with you from one Bulldog to another. And what a day 2 here. I know we saw a lot of games that didn't have a close score, but we saw a lot of talent on display here today.
Absolutely. And they mentioned there when the next game is going to be. I am not going to miss this next game between Sibley-Ocheyedan and Dyke New Hartford at 10 o'clock on Friday. Should be a tremendous matchup, as will some of the games that we're going to see tomorrow in Class 1A.
So that's a wrap on day 2 for our producer, Randy Nielsen, our entire crew here in Des Moines with Tammy Blackstone. I'm Hunter Phillips. Thank you for watching our live coverage of the 2023 Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.